damn packed to ride my motorbike to the work. Now let's check it out. Hello everybody, this is Dennis from Road and Row, and today I want to speak about biking, motorbikes, and my love to it. I want to speak about my motorbike, which is Royal Enfield Super Meteor 350. Oh no, sorry. So today I want to speak about my motorbike. It is Royal Enfield Meteor 350, which is a great bike. I've been having this bike for 2 years, and today I want to do a review of this bike. The main problem I noticed on YouTube is that most people, when they speak about motorbikes, especially like Royal Enfield bikes, because I watch so many reviews, is that they don't speak about the problems which you might have or which you cure over time. There can be different reasons. One reason is that maybe they don't own them for long enough. They get the bikes for like 1 week, they ride it around, then they return it back. There can be other reasons too. I don't want to really mention them because I don't want to blame anybody by mistake. Anyway, I've been a proud owner of this motorbike for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years already. And I would say there are a few things I want to mention. There is the bee flying around, which makes me very unpleasant. The bee tries to sit on my selfie stick. I don't know why. Maybe there is something sweet on it. No idea. Anyway, let's go to the main part. So when we speak about this motorbike, first I want to mention that I love this motorbike. I love Royal Enfield. I'm pretty loyal to this brand nowadays because I think they are making great work with biking, with classic bikes which feel great and it's fun to ride a lot. But today I want to review my bike with all good and bad parts. What I like, what I don't like, and what parts I modified. So let's have a look. Let's speak about modifications first, I think. What did I do for this bike? First of all, there is this rack for the saddlebag. This rack is original rack. It's, in my opinion, is pretty small. If you check it out, it's pretty small and it's not that good as it could be. So as you can see, it just the rack very polished, very smooth. And I lost my first bag on it because my first bag was connecting only here. I had 2 parts and nothing else, and while I was riding my bike it just flew away and I couldn't find it anymore. Anyway, this is my another bag which I bought. I have 2 for both sides. This bag is from Renault, which is not commercial. They didn't pay me anything. Don't think that I try to promote them. But what can I say? It's a good bag. It's a bit old already. You can see it lost the color. These things, they are too long sometimes, and I didn't tighten it up enough. So as you can see, it burned from my exhausts. But anyway, it's pretty good. What else can I say? What else did I do? So original rack, chainstowed bag. This one, it's a great thing, which is quality, which what I like. It's funny. I installed it myself, so I bought it online. Actually, my wife bought for me as a gift, and I installed it. It's very useful thing, very useful tool. You can't buy original one because they don't have them for Meteors. And that's the biggest problem, in my opinion, with Meteors, is that they have Royal Enfield Classics. And classic bikes, the classic version, they are wonderful. They look stunning, and they have all modifications which you can think of. Plus they have Hunter 350. Same thing, they have lots of modifications for Hunters. Meteor. What is Meteor? Meteor, it's another classic bike with 350 engine, around 20 horsepower, which supposed to be cruiser, a cruising bike, lightweight, small cruising bike. And I bought it because it's the cruiser. I'm in love with cruisers. But where are the modifications? Where are the most important, crucial parts of the cruiser? One rack, that's it? Is it enough? Even for Classic, they have two. For Hunter, they have two. For Meteor, only one. It's a mess. It's ridiculous. This one, they have for Classic. Maybe they have for Hunter. They don't have for Meteor. Why? No idea. And this rack, I bought online. Apparently, they say you cannot put any rack on the left side on this motorbike. That's why they don't produce them. Why? Same question, I don't know. Because they have this part, I believe it's where, yeah, it's where this one installed for this hole. But on this side, they have the cover, the cap, and they say you cannot install it. Plus, here. What's the reason? It has everything it needs, but they say you cannot install it. They don't produce the parts for it. Well, I bought this one. It's much better. It's actually cheaper, I believe, than the original one. But it has these things to stop your back from sliding, which is very important. Plus, they have this part, so you can put your back instead of it will be just hanging. If you look at the original, it doesn't have it. So my back is hanging almost on exhaust. And yeah, it creates some problems when like some burns on the backs occur. So I installed these three things. 1, 2, 3. What else did I do? Oh, I don't remember actually much. This one. The safety rack, I'm not sure what it's called. To protect, it's original. So they have different shapes, but I could, when I asked them like which one do they have, they had only one. I think this is it. So actually, from other parts which I would love to install, I would love to change the lamp. It's still the old model lamp, which is what do we call it? Heat lamp, not LED. I want to have a LED. Now they produce LEDs with full chrome here. So I think maybe I will buy this one later and install. Mirrors I actually like. I don't want to say anything bad. They are rounded, which makes that you don't see that much around you, but they are still pretty good. So I know that people install like down here or other one or up here, but for me it's unnecessary, especially since I have to ride through traffic. I think this one is much better, much more convenient. I don't have trip navigation. Again, why? I have no idea. When this bike was bought, for some reason, they stopped putting trip navigation. And then after a while, they put it back. So I'm that lucky guy who bought motorbike with no trip navigation for the full price. Well, is what it is. So, and seat. This seat, only one. The second seat I didn't change. This seat is cruising seat, the one they have. It's lower than the original one. It's a bit hot outside, so even touching it, it's burning my fingers. But it's very convenient. It's very comfortable. I've been traveling long distancing on with both seats. on both seats, sit on both seats. And I would say this one's much better, much more convenient for longer trips. And foot packs I changed too. It was the first thing I changed on this bike, foot packs, because I think if it's cruising bike, the foot pack should be a bit bigger and wider. The original one looks like this, and in my opinion, it's a bit too small, not really comfortable. This one much more comfortable. Once again, I love this bike, and what I like about the bike. Let's speak about my likes and then dislikes. But again, people repeat it over time and time, so I don't want to speak too much. What I like about this bike, it's very comfortable, lightweight, but with power. Enough power for riding around, for not getting too crazy on the road. I like this one also installed, but it's an original. I just bought online. What I like is this plastic part is a bit shiny. The color is very nice. It's stellar red color. I like this part. I love stellar colors of this model because of this part. It looks like real cruising style thing, like on Harley Davidsons, you can see. If you buy the cheap version, it would just have letters like Royal Enfield, just black letters, stick to the tank. What else I like? I like that here on the left side we have small USB connector. It can be open and closed. Oh my god, it's a bit stuck. Well, all right, I got it. So there is a USB connector. Very convenient thing to have it right here, because I know that Super Meteors, they have it around here, and it's very inconvenient, because if I want to put my phone here, I can have short cable connected, charging at the same time. I can like spin my wheel with no problems, without any worries. If I put it here, cable can touch engine, can burn. If I put my phone on the side, and again, it's cruising bike, right? For cruising bikes, you expect to maybe have your phone connected or be visible so that you can ride and look at the map. Suspension is fine. I know many people speak about suspension, but mostly they speak about Super Meteors. For this bike, I think suspension is fine. I put it to the, I think, setting number, where is it? Sorry. It's supposed to be setting number 2. 1, 2, yes. I had on 3, but on 3 I think it's too soft. For me alone, setting 2 is more than enough. For 3 of us, for 2 of us, me and my wife, maybe I can put setting 3. I changed the chain. My chain died, get loosened too much, so I had to change the chain. Another problem with Royal Enfields, I tried to change the chain to the original one. The funniest thing, they don't have them at all. Zero. It was the day when I visited like 4 Royal Enfield shops in Bangkok, in Nakhon Pathom, 1, 3 in Bangkok, and none of them have this part. And I asked them like, can you call and ask any other shops, you know, maybe they have? Nope, they don't have. But they recommend me to go to one just bike fix shop, which has parts for big bikes, and I went there and I bought the chain. What else I like about this bike? It's inexpensive. And what is the most important about the price, and I will speak about this in Harley video too. What I like about the prices, it's not just that you need to pay X amount of money for the bike one time, but it is about service. Like, this bike is pretty cheap to service. I think most of the times I pay just 500 baht for the service. Sometimes it can go up to 1,500, but which is not much at all. Just when they need to change some parts. I always do service in the original shop. They have many shops in Thailand, which is also great about Royal Enfield itself. And again, I will speak about this problem in Harley video, or Indians too, actually. They don't have shops around Thailand, so if you want to do official service, you must go to Bangkok. Most of the times, especially for Indians. All right, let's speak about the things I don't like. Few things I don't like, and I don't see it. I don't see people speaking about these problems on the videos. But in my opinion, these are the real problems. Not real problems, but you should mention them. Rust. So my bike has some chrome. This one is plastic chrome. This one is metal, and the cap I think is plastic. I have chromed mirrors. I have chromed exhaust, and this one also bought like in chrome. It's a bit dirty bike because today is dirty. It's pretty dirty outside. It was raining, and now there is water around the street. And yeah, this one also chrome. I'm not sure if it's plastic or metal, but probably plastic. This one plastic, this one plastic. What I can say about the chrome? Plastic itself usually fine. If you wash it, it looks okay. What about the metal parts? Mirrors, especially this one, left one. I think it's been a month since I bought the bike, since I got the bike, and I've been riding it. And then this mirror, this chrome, started to cover in rust a lot. It became fully rusted, like with lots of spots. No, you couldn't see anything through it. Really, like in a month or two. Why? That's a question. Maybe it's the quality of chrome itself. Maybe it's the factory defect. This mirror gets a little bit rusted too nowadays, but okay, after like even 1 year of riding, I'm okay with this. I can understand why it happens. But this one, like less than 3 months, I think, it was fully rusted. Exhaust. Exhaust, this one, if you can see, it changed color. I'm not sure if it's okay or no, but it became like bluish, purplish, orangish, and then like get to like normal color. I think it's the heat from the engine, but I'm not sure if it is normal or not for motorbikes, and especially for this bike. Exhaust dirty as hell. Actually, it's pretty good when I clean it. It's shiny, but this part, the back, the end of exhaust, getting very rusty, very rusty. Yeah, I of course a couple of times burned my this like straps. So here I think I tried to clean it out. It's a little bit hard, but step by step I am cleaning it out. But this one is the rust. This one is not burn, it's the rust, and it's annoying. Same, it got rusted so fast, less than a year. And then I've learned that you can buy the, what do we call it, the aluminum wool or metal wool, I forgot, the specific one to clean out the rust from the chrome parts. And I'm using it right now. It's working pretty well, but takes a lot of time. Yeah, and this one also very rusted. I had it's already the second one. I had one, it got so rusted, and I brought it to the service and I say, can you change? They changed it for me, and it got rusted too. So, but I think it's just because the water stays here, and even like when I wash it, I try to clean it out. I try to run the engine a bit so it will get dry, but still. Anyway, it's a wonderful motorbike. I just spoke about the parts I don't like. What else I like? I have here some little, very, like almost no storage at all, to be honest, because here you have your instruments. But they provide you all the instruments you need. Maybe I had to buy one extra instrument one time, so not exactly all, but all essential instruments which you might need on your way. And I put some documents in for motorbike, some of them copies of my book, my registration. Great bike, to be honest. With full heart, I would say I'm a huge fan of this motorbike. I'm a huge fan of Royal Enfield. I mentioned some things I don't like just because I don't see them on YouTube. I don't see people speaking about it. The brakes, they are okay. They're not working like maybe perfectly, but for me, it's more than enough. And what I want to say is like I want to understand it's my first motorbike, real motorbike. So I can't compare it well with other motorbikes because I don't have experience enough. But despite the fact, it's great motorbike. The best things, the best features of this bike is that it's light, easy, cheap to maintain. Tank 15 liters. You can pass around. I always refuel the oil, the gas. I always refuel gas, and I usually fill it full, and it's always like 10 liters. So I ride around 400 kilometers. I burn around 10, 11 liters. And it means that I should have 4 liters more extra capacity just in case. So I think 500 kilometers you can pass on this bike easily, which is a lot for this bike. You just pay and ride. Super Meteors, for example, as far as I know, they have the tank 15.7 liters, so it's a little bit more. But they say you can ride around 300 kilometers. So after 200 kilometers, you should fuel the gas already. And this one can ride 500 kilometers. So it's a huge difference. It's much cheaper to maintain, and it's a wonderful bike for everyday life. Very actually pretty narrow, so you can easily ride in the traffic. And yeah, I'm in love with this. Said about this bike and about me. Would I recommend to buy this motorbike to other people? Yeah, sure. Again, if you want to choose 350 models, depending on what you want. If you want to go on a long trips, on cruising around, traveling, which I bought it for, first of all, for traveling and for going to work. If you want to have a bike for cruising as well, then maybe this bike is better. If you don't really care about cruising, but you just want to have like chill, nice motorbike which you can ride around, having fun, with no rush, maybe classic 350 would be a better choice. The classic 350 line. Classic 350's line is incredible. The colors, everything, they look stunning. I love 350s nowadays, much more than when I was buying this bike. At that time in past, I think they had less color options, less interesting choices. But if I would buy nowadays, maybe I would pick classic 350. But to be honest, I love this bike. It's great, especially going for cruising. It looks like Harley. It feels like Harley, just small one. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you want to see more content about biking, motorbikes, I'm planning to upload soon a few videos about how I fell in love with bikes, number one. Number two, I want to speak about other motorbikes of Royal Enfield lineage. I want to review all of them. Ideally, I need to review them in real life. I cannot afford it myself, but I will review just the models and what I know about them. Number three, I will go to Royal Enfield shop soon to do maintenance, change oil, and I want to make video from the shop. What options do they have? What motorbikes do they have? Colors, and speak a little bit about the place itself. So in terms of biking, this is my main idea for next few videos. Plus travel blogs. I have few more footages of me and my wife traveling around, and especially on motorbike, which will be very interesting. I have one footage which I want to make as a whole video. It was a great trip, long distance trip, my first trip with my wife, going somewhere far enough on motorbike. It was wonderful. So stay tuned, cheers, good luck, and If you want to see more, subscribe, follow me, give me a like, and I would appreciate it. Leave comments, give me your opinion about motorbikes. What do you think about Royal Enfields, their line, their bikes? Maybe you have your own experience which you want to share. Cheers, have a great day.